Hey y'all, Industry is about to come back. One of my favorite shows. We are gearing up for season 4. At my time of recording this, season 4 hasn't come out yet. I think once I release this video, like the first episode will probably be out already, maybe the second. So I want to talk about my true loves, Harper Stern and Yasmin Kara Hanani. I love these two characters. I love their character dynamic. And I also want to take a look at the season 4 trailer and talk a little bit about that. So let's do it. So first, I already knew about the new actors coming to season 4. I am most excited about, insert actor name here. I know his last name's Minghella, but I don't remember his first name. But he played Nick in The Handmaid's Tale. And some of you might know, JoiAshanti and I feel very strongly about that character. And his performance was fantastic, so I'm very excited to see him in this. I'm pretty sure he is British in real life, so excited to hear what his voice actually sounds like. Harper and Yasmin are back together, and I'm so happy because I think their friendship, it's kind of inevitable that it goes through like these really, really low lows and high highs because Harper is a narcissist. But I don't know, I still love their dynamic. I love them together. I'm happiest when they're together, so I want them to get over this beef and be together again, which we got a glimpse of at the end of season 3 when Harper's in Forbes 30 Under 30 and gets invited to Yasmin's wedding. I love Kit Harington and I love Henry Muck, so I'm really excited to see the development of Yasmin and Henry's relationship. So we see them very passionately kissing. I feel so both ways about Henry. There are moments where I really love him and love him for Yasmin because of all that he can do for her and all that he's willing to do for her. So even in that moment when they're talking about getting married and Yasmin says, "But Henry, I deserve everything." Oh, I love that moment. I love that moment so much because one, I agree. This is my fucking dog. One, I agree, and two, I believe that Henry believes that too, and I believe that Henry's going to do it. You know, I don't believe that Henry's gonna be like, "Oh, yeah," and then like give her nothing. He has the means to give her everything, and I believe that he will, which is what I want for Yasmin. I'm so happy to see more Sweet Pea. I love Sweet Pea and I love Anraj. Those are two smaller characters from last season that I just want more of. I love those two and I love their dynamic specifically too. I love their friendship. I don't know if it'll bloom into something more, but I love the Sweet Pea Anraj alliance. You know, like they're really cute together. And Rishi, I, like pretty much everyone else, really liked Rishi's independent episode. I don't like where his character ended, and not actually really right. It's not so much the character. I don't love his wife Diana, Princess dying. That didn't feel super within the world of the show. And I've also seen some other people say like it also doesn't make sense loan shark wise. I don't really know the rules of loan sharks, but so yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that. I'm feeling like two ways about where Rishi's story can go from here because, you know, are we gonna fix it or is it gonna be not great? God, please.
Will you look after me tonight? When the fuck are you gonna look after me? Tonight.
I love that line being put in the trailer because And then this really does get to kind of the crux of their relationship, right? Harper is a terrible person and at times not a great friend, but within their dynamic, Harper is kind of always taking care of Yasmin, and Yasmin is not really taking care of Harper. And part of that is because Harper is so strong and doesn't super need it. But I do like the idea of going into this season of Yasmin being the protector of Harper for a bit. Will it happen? I don't fucking know, but but at least they're having the conversation. And not so that Yasmin hasn't helped Harper, you know, like Yasmin introduced Harper to Autumn Austin. That's huge. Autumn Austin's Harper's dad now, like, and so like I'm really not trying to say that Yasmin is a bad friend or anything, but I just think based on who they are within their dynamic, Harper takes on more of a big sister role than Yasmin does, and I think there should be a little bit more give and take, and I would love to see that from them going forward. Now, I want to get into why I love these two characters. Why do I love Harper? Why do I love Yasmin? The reasons why I love Yasmin is really Harper dependent, so I want to talk about Harper first. Harper is my kind of girl, okay? Is she one of the worst people ever? Yes. But I think for a character, I love that. I love terrible characters. I love characters that are bad people. And then I think for me personally, like, would I be friends with Harper in real life? Yeah, I would. Would I trust her? No. No. And I think that's okay. I don't think we could ever become best of friends, because I do think what she does is super fucking immoral. And I don't love this like relentless pursuit of capitalism. That's not my kind of people. But I just love a bitch that goes for it, you know? And I think maybe in media there are a lot of characters that really just go for it, hero's journey and all. But most people don't go for it. 99.9% of people I meet don't go for it, and it disgusts me. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I hate people that don't go for it. I'm not friends with people that don't go for it. I don't talk to people that don't go for it. I don't like it. It's annoying to me. And so when I say that, I mean this in a very developed nation kind of way. Because obviously, if you're growing up in a village that doesn't have like resources, you can't go to college, you can't get an education, like your battle is just like not being a child bride, then yeah, I'm not complaining about you being like, oh, I wish I could do this, but I can't. I'm not complaining about that person. I'm complaining about upper middle class people with every option in front of them. And I get this a lot because I do a lot of stuff to go, oh, I wish I could learn another language. You literally can. You go out to the bars 3 times a week, you do this, you do that. So like, why do I bring up the bars? Because I know you have the money to go to lessons. You don't want to. You don't want to. You know, but like they don't know that they don't want to. So like, what I'm getting at is I hate people that don't go for it. I hate people that want things but don't take things. And Harper's a rare kind of person where there is nothing she wants for, right? And when I say that, of course she wants things, but I mean, there's nothing she's sitting around wanting for. There's nothing she goes, oh man, I wish. No. The moment she identifies a want, she takes it. And those are the people I hang out with. Those are my kind of bitches, you know? Like, that's the kind of bitch I am. And so, I don't know. I think seeing the exact kind of person that I like being around on TV is fun, obviously, right? Now, obviously, for like this heightened sense of TV, it can't just be that like she goes for what she wants in like a super ethical and fun way, you know, right? It's TV. We need some excitement. We need some stakes. So she goes for it. She's unbelievably bold. Love that. All my girls are bold. But I think for the TV aspect of it, she does also have to be one of the most immoral people I've ever seen. And for TV, I love the immorality of Harper. I love that she's allowed to be immoral. And I think I also love her relationship with her mentors. I really love that for Harper. Because I love her so much and because I want to see her succeed. Because again, she's putting in the work. She's not sitting around going, I hope I succeed. She's doing the damn thing, right? So because she's working so hard, again, those are the kind of people I'm around and what I value. I want to see success for her. So when these kind of gatekeepers of industry see her and identify with her, that feels quite special. So like, and again, I am anti-capitalist, so like, don't take it the wrong way. I really do mean this within the context of the show. To see Autumn Austin, this, I don't know, billionaire, a gazillion, he's got a bunch of dollars, okay? Pounds. To see this like insanely wealthy man, this gatekeeper to other people's money as well, for him to see, and like, I'm not Jesse too, but I think more so Otto for me because of this moment where he is in that hotel room with her, and he goes, I asked around about you. I spoke to Jesse. How is he? Blah, blah, blah. He said you're a troublemaker. And then essentially what the conversation boils down to, he goes, you're one of us. And like, I don't think I can fully articulate why that meant so much to me. For this black girl that doesn't come from money to have hard work to have essentially bootstrapped her way into these much higher circles. And like, Harper being black is super relevant to me, obviously. Look at me. Otto being white isn't a huge part of it. It obviously like logically makes sense because of that world is going to be mostly white men. So for Harper to then work her way into those circles and not be pushed around, be able to hold her own, to be able to make the jokes with them, like I love. That I really, really love, and I love it for Harper. Again, these are not people that I value or that I think are good or that I like or that I want to know. But Harper does, therefore I want her to too, you know? So I love Harper. I love how bold she is. I love she'll just fucking do it. And because she'll fucking do it, she deserves to fucking have it, in my opinion. Love Harper. And now, so I guess on the more negative side of Harper, and this is where Yasmin comes in, Harper is a narcissist. Harper is very much clearly cut and dry a narcissist. And if you're a psychologist in the comments, sorry, it's my dog getting comfortable. You're like, she's not actually a narcissist, she's a this. Drop it in the comments below. I might be wrong, but she seems like a narcissist to me. And so that makes her not a great friend always. I think I don't know, the way she toys with Rob is like, Rob is another conversation. I'm in the camp that Rob is not in love with Yasmin and that he's better suited to be with Harper, though he shouldn't be with Harper because he's a good guy and Harper's not that. So I don't think they should be together, but I do think he was better suited to Harper. But anyway, that can be a conversation for another time. Today is not about Rob, it's about Yasmin and Harper. So Harper's not a great friend. Harper has a scarcity mentality, especially in those earlier seasons, right? Especially season 1 and 2, where she truly does feel that, and maybe it's partially because her success does come at the expense of others. She does drag other people down to pull herself up, that she thinks other people are doing the same, which makes sense, right? So like, I think towards the end of season 1, was it Rift Day? Yasmin is trying to get herself on the CPS desk because she's having a terrible time in FX. And I see both sides of it. Like, from Harper's side, oh, this is not the time to be trying to get on my desk. Like, we don't know if they can bring 2 of us to the desk, you know? Like, they might just say, great, we have Yasmin, so we don't need Harper. And we, at that point, already know that that Green Hawk does not fucking like Harper. She hates Harper. So it is... So, we could see where Harper's stress is coming from with it. But when Yasmin hugs her in the bathroom and says, like, I don't remember what she says, but she says something to the effect of, like, she's trying to pull herself up but not knock you down, you know? And so Harper doesn't have the crabs in a bucket mentality because Harper's not in the bucket. Harper's already outside the bucket, and maybe she's a little bit scared of you getting out the bucket too, you know? So that's not good. It's very feminist of you, Harps. But I think this is kind of where the beauty of their relationship comes in, where Yasmin is such a pushover in those early seasons, and she needs to find her confidence, needs to find how to stand her ground and be a little tougher. And she pulls that from Harper, because we see, especially season 1, Yasmin really looks up to Harper, and I think her looking up to Harper is like a really beautiful start to their friendship, where Yasmin looks up to Harper, and Harper needs somebody to be there consistently enough to, like, chip away at her harsh exterior. And Yasmin does that. She's there. She's there the whole time chipping. I admire you. I want to be here. I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend. Stay with me. Live with me. Come. You know? And it works. And we get this really beautiful friendship out of it, where Yasmin, through seasons 2 and 3, becomes more like Harper. And Harper, through seasons 2 and 3, does she become more like Yasmin? I don't know. I don't think she becomes more like Yasmin, but Yasmin does calm Harper. right? Yasmin does have this effect where, I don't know how else to word it. She calms Harper. Harper is no longer desperately afraid of other people making it. And that's because of Yasmin. And Yasmin's change is the most visible through the seasons, right? We have season 1, Yasmin is so small and so easy to be pushed around and screamed at and yelled at, and Kenny's awful to her. And then she's hired, and when we see this through her outfit changes too, which I always love it when shows do that, movies do that. We see her outfits become, I don't know, more womanly, more mature, more elegant, more just confident. Yasmin becomes so much more confident. So season 2, we got her on the FX desk, and then season 3, we have her on the CBS desk. And she's just that girl. You cannot push. And so, like, okay, season 2, Yasmin does become a little bit of a bully. So she had to, like, kind of hyper correct a bit. But that's just cycles of abuse repeating, right? But season 3, Yasmin is like, Yasmin's in her bag at that point, right? She's confident, she's cool, she's collected, but she's not mean or a bully because, again, she's now not afraid of others either, right? So they had to make a little bit of a similar arc in that way. And I love me some fucking Yasmin. I love my girl. I speak 7 fucking languages. And I think the crux of Yasmin's character is her terrible fear of being ordinary. And that is why when both her father and anyone else says it to her, and Harper says it to her as well at one point, that cuts so deep for her. She so badly wants to prove that she can make it on her own, that she can have her own job, that she can do her own shit, that she is not ordinary, that she's not a basic little bitch, you know? And so when Henry's, great uncle, has that heart-to-heart with her at the end of season 3, I was crying. He tells her how special she is and how wonderful she is, and how if she is his family, he will protect the fuck out of her. He will go to war for her, okay? And so this is the guy that owns all the newspapers, right? And Yasmin, so we've ever seen that Yasmin's marrying Henry, but she's also marrying the grandfather, or the great uncle, you know? Not in a romantic sense, but in a sense of like, I need to be where you are. I want you to be my family. Not just because of what he can do for her, but he just says all the right things. He says that how awful her father was not her fault, that she is wonderful and special and extraordinary, and that he, not only to help protect her, but he wants her. He wants her to be a part of this family. And I was just like, every single point was exactly what she needed to hear. And you could feel it. You could feel it like that comfort really washing over her. It was washing over me too, babes. Your girl was crying. I love that for Yasmin. Harper, what Harper wants and what Harper needs are 2 very different things. Harper needs some therapy. I mean, Yasmin's too. But Harper is not really concerned with her, like, spiritual and psychological needs the way we, like, because we were quite focused on Yasmin's spiritual and psychological needs in season 3, which I liked. Harper, maybe season 4 we'll get that, but Harper's not really there yet. Harper is so focused on her material wants. And, I mean, Harper's cardinal sin is clearly avarice, right? We have, like, this fake out at the end of season 3 that I love, where we think Harper is choosing the right path, choosing not insider trading, choosing to stay with Petra, to have someone that will hold her accountable and vice versa, choosing a true partnership. And that's when, you know, Sweet Pea and Amraj join the team, and it's looking good, and like, F you, Rishi, and it's looking good. And then at that last moment, Harper's like, nah, I want insider trading, I want the gazillions of dollars, and I don't want to do this the right way. Otto, let's go! And like, on one side, for her, as a person, that choice makes me sad. For me as a viewer of the show, that choice makes me very happy, because her and her Forbes 30 under 30 gazillion dollar making illegal as fuck business, I want a piece of that. I want to see what's going to go on with that in season 4. I'm excited for that. Okay. So, love Harper. Love Harper. She keeps the good times going, man. She keeps it exciting. Love that for her. Love that for us. I love that we get to watch Harper. I love Harper and Yasmin's fights. We've had 2 really big fights with them where they're just screaming at each other, everything about each other. And I think it works really well in this show. It works. It works well. It's something that, like, I would say writing-wise is it's tricky, right? It is tricky to have a character say, essentially no subtext. Just say, hey, you're a narcissist, you think this, you wish this, you're so this, and this. This is your character. And the other character say, well, this is exactly everything going on internally with your character. That does not always work. It usually doesn't work, It usually is just like, dang, okay, we get it. You couldn't figure out another way to help me learn about these characters, so you're just telling me. I think with Induistry it works so well because we've gone to see it all already. And now through Yasmin and Harper yelling at each other, we're not learning about their characters by what they say. We're actually more learning how they see each other and what if they're seeing what we see. Because I see Harper's a narcissist. Yasmin, do you see it? And then through their fight, the answer is yeah, Yasmin sees it, So that I love. I think Yasmin loves Henry, but Henry's not like her true love type of thing. So I hope Yasmin and Henry could just find like a really healthy way to coexist. I want them and their marriage to take a form that works really well for both of them and that they can be really happy. Both of them can be really happy. And I want that for them both. Harper, I want to see her making her gazillions of dollars and being that rich girl, but I would love to see some internal reflection from her, because we know she's a bad person and she's willing to do bad things, but I don't think she ever really thinks about that, I don't think she's truly done the internal reflection on how do I feel about these bad things I do, and I would love to see that from her, because I think even there's a bit of we saw quite a bit of denial with Harper and her brother. I love that episode. I was very team Harper with that. Yeah, I get that it's all painful for the brother, but everything they're talking about where Harper's very much with the mom and this how culty their family was. Yeah, of course Harper drank the Kool-Aid. She was a teenager at that point, and so were you. Yeah, you could be mad at her for that, but to be be mad, but get over it. Is kind of how I feel, and I don't mean to sound like I'm trivializing it, because I'm not, but I do think Harper deserves forgiveness for how she acted while directly under the influence of the mother. That mother was clearly a very strong, very negative force in both their lives, and I think the brother owes it to Harper to give her a shot now as adults. And it could be really quick. It could be, all right, we'll talk a little bit, but the second you start showing that you're still under mom's spell or you're like mom at all, I'm cutting it off. But I think to immediately be no, you're in her cult, blah, 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 is a little ridiculous. They were teenagers. You were both teenagers. And so I'm very team Harper between Harper and her brother. Was it John Lewis? But I also get the brother's side where, because clearly addiction is a serious issue for him, where even though adult Harper may not be at fault, that maybe he's just not ready. It is too painful memory. I mean, we saw the second Harper showed up, he was like, all right, let's get the drugs. And so, yeah, so I can see him not being ready, but I also think I can't say overreacted because drug addiction's a thing, but again, I think it just comes back to he owed it to Harper to see her and not assume that she was exactly how she was in high school. She's an adult. We're post-college now. We're adults, So to immediately assume, you're just gonna come here and tell me, whoa. But also, again, something that I think most of us know is that we can be these wholly new formed adults, and then you go home to visit your parents for Christmas and you revert back a bit because they're treating you because my parents a lot of things they'll do. They're like, oh, well, you like this and you do this and you do that. I'm like, no, I like those things and did those things in high school. It's been 15 years. It's been 10 years. I get it. All I can say is I get it. I get everyone's side on it. But I still feel how I feel. I'm Team Harper with most things, because that's my girl and I love my girl. But anyway, back to that point I was making. Harper, introspection in Season 4. Would love to see that from her and for her. From her meaning I want to see it from her, and for her meaning I want that for her. I want... What I say just makes sense? I would be happy to see that happen for her. Health-wise, mental health-wise. Like I said, once this comes out, I'll be watching Season 4, so I am watching Season 4 with y'all right now, every week, eating that shit up, loving it. Will I do a video on Season 4? I don't know. Comment below if you want me to do a video on Season 4. I might do that.